A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, former President Donald Trump revealed that he spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin for over an hour regarding the recent drone strikes by Ukraine on Russian airfields. The conversation, which took place on Wednesday, was marked by discussions surrounding the escalating tensions in Ukraine and the potential nuclear implications of the conflict. Trump described the call as a good conversation, but he tempered expectations by stating it would not lead to immediate peace. He emphasized that Putin had expressed a strong resolve to respond to the Ukrainian attacks, stating, "President Putin did say, and very strongly, that he will have to respond to the recent attack on the airfields." This warning comes in the wake of Ukraine's Operation Spiderweb, a daring drone assault that reportedly damaged over 40 Russian aircraft, including strategic bombers capable of carrying nuclear weapons. The scale of the damage is estimated to be around $7 billion, raising alarms about the potential for a significant escalation in hostilities. The drone strikes have been described as one of the most audacious attacks since the beginning of the war, drawing parallels to World War II operations. Trump, who has been critical of Putin in the past, did not reiterate his criticisms during this call, indicating a shift in his approach as he seeks to broker a peace deal. In addition to discussing the situation in Ukraine, Trump also updated Putin on his efforts to negotiate a nuclear deal with Iran, stressing the urgency of preventing Iran from acquiring nuclear capabilities. He claimed that Putin appeared to agree with this assessment, suggesting a willingness to engage in discussions regarding Iran's nuclear ambitions. However, the call has sparked concerns among Trump's advisors about the increasing risk of nuclear confrontation. Some figures within Trump's circle have cautioned against the implications of Ukraine's drone strikes on Russian nuclear assets, arguing that such actions could provoke a more aggressive response from Russia. Kirill Dmitriev, head of Russia's Sovereign Wealth Fund, described the Ukrainian attack as an assault on Russian nuclear assets and warned of the rising risks of a Third World War. Meanwhile, centrist advisors within Trump's camp are urging caution, emphasizing the need for clear communication to avoid further escalation. Keith Kellogg, Trump's envoy for Ukraine and Russia, voiced concerns about the heightened risk levels, stating, "When you attack an opponent's part of their nuclear triad, your risk level goes up." The situation has become increasingly precarious, with some former administration officials advocating for a reduction in U.S. support for Ukraine in light of the potential for nuclear conflict. Dan Caldwell, a foreign policy advisor, argued that it is not in America's interest for Ukraine to engage in attacks on Russia's strategic nuclear forces, especially with peace talks on the horizon. As the conflict continues, both sides have engaged in a war of words, with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky ridiculing Putin's threats of retaliation and asserting that Russia's ongoing attacks are a sign of desperation. Zelensky highlighted the scale of Russian aerial assaults on Ukraine, contrasting them with Putin's claims of impending responses to Ukrainian strikes. The tension between the two nations remains palpable, with each side preparing for potential escalations in the conflict. As the world watches closely, the implications of these developments could have far-reaching consequences not only for Ukraine and Russia but also for global security and stability. The ongoing dialogue between Trump and Putin may play a crucial role in shaping the future of U.S.-Russia relations in the broader geopolitical landscape. As the situation evolves, the international community is left to grapple with the potential fallout from this volatile conflict. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.